everyone. We can discuss about the design pattern of the builder. My my name is Santosh. My register number is 21MIS0119. I am studying second year. The course of design pattern. Uh, Design patterns are totally three types: creational, structural, and behaviors pattern. The creational patterns, there are five types: factory, abstract factory, prototype, singleton, and builder. My topic is builder. We can discuss detailing. The builder of intent is separate the concentration of the complex object from its representation so that the same concentration process can create different representation. And the motivation is the reader, converter, reader plus converter. The example is the reader from RTF. RTF means rich text format. Document exchange format should be able to convert the RTF to many text format like text, PDF, text with text, etc. The solution is configure the RTF readers class with a text converter object that convert the RTF to another textual representation. As the RTF reader presses the RTF document is used the text converter to perform conversations. Whenever RTF readers records an RTF token, the example is the either paint text or an RTF control words is issues a request to the text converter to the convert the token. The responsibility of text converter object is the data conversations representing the token in the particular format. Subclasses of tester converter specific the different conversation of and uh, formats. Example is ASS converter ignores the request to the converter anything except paint ASCLL text, whereas a tax converter many chapter the stylist information in the text. The text with text converter with will produce the complex user interface object that lets the user see the edit and text. We can see in this PPT PDF the many example is attachment. The problem is the number of possible conversation is the open-ended. The example is the reader should be able to convert the RTF format to any possible format, so it should be easy easy to add a new conversation without a modification the reader. Now how do you make this possible? We can process that. And applicability, use the builder pattern when we can use builder pattern. We can in the algorithm or creating a complex object should be independent of the parts that make up the object and how they are assembled. And the concentration process must allow different representation for the object that is concentrated. The example where builder pattern can applied in vehicle manufacturer student exams. We can student can understand the student exams. The structure is uh, the structure the the builder types of structure is the director, constant, the builder part, all for all objects in the concentration, builder part, concrete builder. At last we can produce product, and we can discuss participants, builder, test converter, specifying the abstract interface for the creating parts of the product object. Concrete builder, ASCII converter, text converter, text let converter construct the assembles part of the product by implementing the builder. Define the keeps track of the representation it creates. Provide an interface for retailing the product. The example get ASCLL text get that wicket and director RTF reader. Construct the object using the builder interface. Product ASCII text and represents the complex object under the concentration. Concrete builder builds the product internal representation and defines the process by which it's assembled. Include the classes that define the constituted parts, including uh, interface for assembling the part into the final result. And collaboration. Collaboration is the client creates the direct object and configures it with the desired builder objects. Uh, Director notify the builder whenever a part of product should be built. Builder handle the request from the director and add part to the product. The client retails the product from the builder. And we can discuss consequence. This lets you vary a product internal representation. Builder object provides the director with a abstract interface for the consenting the product, and it isolates the code for concentration and representation. Clients need not know anything about the classes that define the product's internal such such classes do not appear a builder interface. It's give a finder control over the concentration process. Constrains the product step by step under the direct control. Director retails a product from the builder only when the product is finished. And the last point is implementation. Implement issues. We can discuss first implement issues. Assembling the concentration interface. The builder class interface must be generated enough to allow the concentration of products for all kind of concrete builders. A model where the result of concentration requests are simply appended to the product is usually specified, but sometimes you may need access to part of the product concerned earlier. Why no abstract classes for products? Usually the product produced by the concrete builders refer usually the product produced by the concrete builders differ greatly in their representation that there is a little to gain from giving different products a common parameters, because the client usually configures the director with a proper concrete builder, and the client is a position to know which concrete subclasses of builders is use and can handle the product accordingly. Empty method as a default in the builder. In C++, the builder methods are intentionally not discolored pure virtual number function. They are defined as empty method instead lettering clients overread only the operation they are interested in. Thank you. Hope I am giving my level best